Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars week 96 day 1. So today of course we got ourselves a blue Guild War day, at least on PC mobile anyways. I believe it is slightly different for console version if you happen to be playing on any of the consoles, but PC mobile follows the same coloration of whatever on Earth we have over here, which is blue, yellow, brown, red, purple, green, with of course today being blue. So I did kind of want to center around Jar Vise for today. I kind of forgot to mention it on the weekly video. However, today and today only, you can get Jar Vise. It's among one of the better faction weapons. It's not too big a deal if you don't have it, as it did get nerfed, so it's not as a must-have as it used to be. It used to be a 14 mana cost, now it's 16. It explodes all brown gems and summons a random all-seeing eye troop, which is one of 4 different troops, any of the 4 faction all-seeing eye troops, obviously. And it also, most notably, creates an ice storm. So it is a blue weapon that mass explodes that also does a blue storm, which is the main synergy, as it is basically like Mountain Crusher except for blue. Though it still destroys brown, oddly enough. But it's basically a blue Mountain Crusher is the way to look at it that has a summon. So it's basically 5 higher mana costs than Mountain Crusher, but it has the benefit of summon on top of a few other little perks that I guess like the mana drain and a few other things like that. But it's the main gimmick of it. So you have a blue storm instead of a brown storm. Overall, there's a lot of explodey weapons these days, though there are very few of them that create a storm into itself, with Mountain Crusher and Jar Vise still being unique in that regard. So it is advised to get this weapon. You can get it today either from the Soulforge here, and only today. You cannot get it any other day this week, and it will not be available for quite some time. And alternatively, you can also get it from the faction itself, off of the rewards, off of shop here, if you go all the way to tier 4, which costs, what, 410 gems, if I'm not mistaken? 90, 210, yeah, 410. So you can either pay 410 gems or the Soulforge costs. It's advised to get it in Soulforge, assuming you're only doing like tier 1. Speaking of which, I should probably buy that before I forget. Though we will be doing Guild Wars before we do the faction today. And yeah, so definitely make sure to get that weapon. Not a 100% must-have, but it's pretty high priority, as is among one of the best 3. Is it best 3 or best 5? It's definitely best 5 faction weapons within the game, possibly best 3 as well. Ever since the nerf, it's been slightly less used, which definitely hurt its viability, especially with all the other alternatives that have been coming into the game. Though I would still place it pretty high on, you should probably go get it if you have the resources to do so. Though do keep in mind you only have like 6 hours left to go get it if you haven't already. 5 hours and 53 minutes. No, not too big a deal if you do skip on it. Anyways, though it is advised to potentially pick it up. Let's go to Blue Guild War. So I almost want to revamp my team into a Jar Vise team, as I was just mentioning. However, the biggest issue with doing it on Blue Day is people are going to hard counter blue, which makes me kind of just want to stick with the team we have. So we are still using an experimental team because we did end up changing it compared to last time, because we changed it into the team that we have right over here. I showed this last night. It is this particular team. The Rope Dart with Captain Skullbeard, Mother of Darkness, and Captain McCall. It's pretty much Rogue Spider without the spider. Is pretty much what this team is. The main premise is that we Rope Dart into Mother of Darkness and kind of get that going from there. The main issue that we have is we have no way to use that purple. So we're just going to scrap it and build Jar Vise. So let's see what we can do here. Unfortunately, doing Jar Vise does mean I cannot use Rope Dart, which is a very nice weapon to have for Blue Guild War Day. But we'll make something work, because I do want to do Jar Vise since it is available today. It's probably the only day ever that will ever happen where Jar Vise will specifically be obtainable on a blue or green Guild War Day. That is exceedingly rare, because not only would it have to occur on a Guild War week, but it would also have to occur on either green or blue Guild War Day. And blue is probably its more viable option, though you do have to be careful with the hard blue counters. Also, hello everyone. Hope everyone's been doing well. Let's say all the hellos in the moment. Let's see. Definitely need to before we get into the Guild War battles, because I will be hyper-focused the second we do. But anyways, hello Isabel, hello Mister, hello David, hello Sushi Ninja, hello Gadget, hello Bill, who's here first. Hello Rogue, hello Michael, hello Addict, hello Nightmare, hello everyone else, welcome, welcome, hello everyone who hasn't said hello. So let's go build a Jar Vise blue team. So obviously, for a Jar Vise blue team, we must start with Jar Vise. And now we need to figure out what on earth we want to build into. One fun way to check is, let's just see what some of the mythics are. So we'll do it by base rarity, if I could figure out where on earth base rarity is. So, bad. Actually, you're kind of usable, kind of not really. We have to keep in mind we do have Perpetual Blue Storm to go with whatever we're doing. You're not a Fae, but you could be. Ironhawk. Almost keep forgetting that you can be used offensively. It's not bad. It's a weird mana accumulator. Iron Gut. Let's see. Megavore. Wouldn't really advise it for Guild Wars. Mistralis is an interesting pick. Oh, this is the first time we can use Piskia. This is the first Guild War you can run Piskia if you really want to gamble your luck. Destroy all green gems, then create that many blue. Should we? We really shouldn't. But this is the first Guild War where you can actually get away with using Piskia. As in, this is the first Guild War where you even can attempt to use Piskia. I don't feel like we should. Just because we can doesn't mean we should. Because you know he's going to lose. Like, we're going to go 2-3 if we go Piskia. Like, there's no situation where that is not the end result. Sakurax. My concern with running Sakurax is what are we doing for cleanse? I have to use Beatrix, and then, like, our whole team is then green-blue by that point. Though I do kind of want to incorporate Beatrix. Vespera is available this week. We could try building a weird blue team. Lord or Slaughter is tempting. I want to be able to use the resummon, so Lord or Slaughter actually seems kind of tempting. Because we're going to have a meat shield in first slot. That meat shield will probably just be a web spinner, but then we're completely blocked. Trying to think of what else is like insanely good skull damage. Zugaf! No. Let's see. Also, hello, Tyrian. You want your gems? Who stole your gems? There's no way to half mana start you, is there? Which is a problem. I'm tempted to run Beatrix, but then our whole team's just going to be green-blue. Tesla, we don't need. I want something that synergizes with Scroll Spam so we can use All-Seeing Eyes, the Jar of Eyes resummon. So what do we have for Empower? I sense a distinct lack of Empower. We have Mercy. We have Princess Elspeth. If I'm not mistaken, her kill actually counts against you, so you definitely don't want to do that. Convert purple to green. Oh, wait. Purple to green? That's actually really good with this team. Hold up. That is really, really good. And now all we need is to cover purple and brown. Is there any mythic that is blue, purple, brown? Yeah, those colors. That is not useless. Probably Grey King. Uller is weird. He does have Freeze Fairy Fire, though, which is kind of interesting. But we don't need Fairy Fire, so he's basically just Freeze. Wait, I just realized. We actually don't use Fairy Fire at all in this current team composition. We use one of the worst mythics in the game. We've technically never used Darksmith in a event before, though he wouldn't really be that good. He gives a bunch of armor to all allies, then deals some damage to an enemy boosted by cursed gems. And it also just curses the entire enemy, basically. We don't really have anything to synergize with this, so I think we just go Grey King to hold down the line. Unless we're going to run a Fair Shrub Poke, though. It doesn't really make much sense. So it would help clean up, but it wouldn't get souls quick enough to bother using. And let's go test this in normal PvP and kind of see. I don't want to use Corsair with it, though. I want to use like a Titan or something tanky. You convert away brown, right? Yeah. So we would kind of want Titan for that initial brown storm if we can. And just go kind of like a generic-y tank class. And then change our banner accordingly, of course. As far as banner that we need, I'd rather double green-blue rather than blue-green. So let's double check what we have for green-blue first. We can minus brown, which is not ideal. Because ideally we want +2 green, +1 blue, though there is only one option is minus brown. What are our other minuses if we do the inverse? Minusing yellow I definitely wouldn't want to do. Minusing red wouldn't necessarily hurt. Wait, is those two the same exact banner? Oh, no. One of them is minus brown, the other one's minus red. That one just looks weird. So either way, we kind of have to minus brown. So if we're going to do it, I'd rather double green rather than double blue. But then again, you're converting into... Yeah, you're converting into green, which is even more of a reason for double green. Alright, that's fine. It might seem a little bit weird to minus brown as we have a brown storm. However, the brown storm is mostly for Lord of Slaughter for the first few turns. Because from there, we're just basically... Oh, no, we're actually going to have Doomstorm. I forgot. It's going to overwrite the thing. So we're actually not even going to be able to do brown storm. Never mind. Because I forgot. Yours at start of battle. For whatever reason, I thought it was when you get a kill. There is a troop that does it. It is not him, though. So we're actually not even going to have brown storm. Can I replace that for something? I don't think I can. Because everything else under that category is basically equally useless. And a dwarf one wouldn't even help anyone. Well, I guess it would give itself. No, it counts as a giant, so it literally would do nothing. So all of them are basically useless. Anyways, we'll just leave it at that then. Let's go test it in PvP real quick before we go bring it into Guild Wars. They're still trying to sell me that star. We should be able to get that when Nexus event rolls around. I want to just try it on a weak team first and then try it on a mid-range team. Just to kind of get a feel for it before we do it in Guild Wars. So we'll test it like 2 times in PvP. Oh, so hello, DA. Welcome. Yeah, if you're on console, you should have a different color than what you see in my game. It is the way it is. The only problem here is the only color we're not blocking on is red for the Jar of Eyes. Unless we get like a really big mana burst off the convert like these. Also, what's your side effect? Isn't it Hunter's Mark, which is actually really good synergy with what we have. And then we just kill everything and then win. That is ideally what happens. That's not what's going to happen in most of these battles, though. And like right here, we take a green for good value. We even get extra turn out of it for even more value, and then boom. Like, that's ideally what's happens. Oh, I just realized I still have Jar of Eyes in first slot. I need a meat shield there. This might seem weird, but I might actually put Grey King in first slot. It might be too weird of a move to get away with. Actually, what if we used our Empower in first? Because realistically, we're only casting our Empower once or twice. Yeah, let's run it that way. Let me go fight a real team. Here's a real web spinner team. A little bit weaker stats. Also, hello, John. Hello, Barbara. Welcome, welcome. Alright, let's go test this. So, we'll go throw down a convert. Never mind, we don't have alignment. Actually, yeah, we don't. So, we'll just throw that down, get a Jar of Eyes. He'll get a convert, do absolutely nothing with it. I'm frozen on green, so it's better just to explode. Only 4 makes me kind of want to take mana here. Hey, do we have any alignment? No. Can we make alignment happen? Probably also no. If I want to destroy something here, I kind of want to destroy green. But I kind of need that for my other convert. If I want to get rid of something, I kind of want to get rid of yellow. It only hits one thing, but I think it gives us the most value for the setup of the board. And then we explode all browns and go from there. The only problem with exploding all browns is we kind of also need them on the board. And sometimes exploding them actually net loses how many are on the board at a given time. We'll throw that down. Because if you're exploding them all, that means you're also getting rid of them all, in a sense. And while they do replace themselves, you might have gotten rid of how many were totally on the board. And its overall total. It's a bit of a weird team structure. It's not working. Also, do you have anything good for that? Yeah, you do have some score reduction, if nothing else. So it's getting a little bit extra synergy there. My biggest concern is the pacing of this team might be too slow against a book. Because books are vicious in Guild Wars. Though in all fairness, he's... Oh no, he's not using book, he's using crossbow. Though in all fairness, on top of that fairness, it actually is the same mana cost as book. So if he hasn't casted that, he also wouldn't have casted book. It's not a book structure team. These book structure teams try to cast like absurdly quick. I don't know. We'll just try it in Guild Wars and see how badly we fail. Though I do want to change to 20% into cleanse. Because I do not trust my team to cleanse. And I do not trust myself to remember to switch. So I'm just going double cleanse with 20% mana start. Because assumably they'll have some amount of stats effect. Even if it's not one that's super detrimental. For example, he has freeze. Let's see. Actually, never mind. You don't have freeze. I always think Daughter of Ice has freeze on cast. She actually doesn't. He does have Death Mark chance, though. An assassin just auto-killing our entire team. Sounds about right. Anyways, let's get into the battle. This is pure blue, right? I still have not ever accidentally used the wrong color on the wrong day yet. And I don't plan to start. There we go. Oh, hello, Draco. Hello, Clipbomb. Hello, Defiant. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, now let's see how this does in a real battle. Unfortunately, really bad start. He has yellow to blue, as well as red to blue. Okay, yellow to blue, scary. Red to blue, not as scary. Oh, I made it scary, though, by the cascade. Oh, no. Luckily, he doesn't have much follow-up here. So I can take this, convert the other thing, and be almost good to go. Oh, no, that's not an extra turn. We're not frozen right now, which is good. I think I go for this convert, even if it's not an extra turn. I do have a double blue cascade, though. But I'd rather go for this. Okay, can we do anything amazing here? I don't see extra turn. I do see a double blue take, which is tempting. There's also a green into blue, which if the blue surges, that's full mana. He does have yellow to blue, which is kind of scary. I could just try exploding the whole board and hope we can get something going from there, which honestly is the way I want to go. He got Skull distracted, but still his turn. Luckily, it's not his turn now, and we win yet? No. That's not a win quite yet. Can we cascade an extra turn? Ideally, the answer is yes. Currently, the answer seems to be no. We can like cast on green and hope it kind of works. Brown's a pretty wide disable as well. Though his bigger threat is actually nothing at this moment. I can just do it on brown and probably be fine. Oh, but then we will have no convert. I kind of just want to cast this, and if we lose at first slot, we just resummon. Luckily, we do not, but he resummons his... Oh gosh. The beginning of the summoning wars. It has begun. I think I just take a big skull poke on him and hope he doesn't revive 1,000 times in a row. Hitting purple would make a lot of sense here. Wait, we just won. That is very dead on his part. I'll move that over. I don't have a direct alignment here, though I kind of just want to go for it. Because, of course, it does create some, so we do have a chance. And it does indeed land. Unfortunately, not enough for a kill. We could do purple again for double kill. I'm not sure if there's an extra turn in there. Actually, I could do red. Kill one of them, and then guarantee extra turn. And unfortunately, he guarantee summons. Actually, that's not guaranteed, but you know it's going to happen. I unfortunately have a death, but that's what Jar of Eyes is for. We have infinite resummon. Just keep casting and we keep resummoning. Unfortunately, so can he. Two can play the resummoning wars. We both have the option for it. Alright, so I'm going to resummon and kill him. Actually, I have alignment. I might as well cast first and hope he doesn't revive. And now we resummon. Then we try to hit him again. Oh, we got X-Raider there. He has a skull convert as well. I don't have any alignment whatsoever, so I kind of just want to go for a cast here. I want to do it on the blue, even though it's the color we need the most of. Just because I want to disable his hero weapon. I kind of want to try for pure RNG here. But I'd rather play it safe and just go for Explode for now. Now we'll go try risking it. We got it. Unfortunately, he got his, like, 10th summon this battle. I think, legitimately, it's his 8th summon. It's around 7 or 8. Whatever the number is, it is way too high. Oh, we actually have a yellow skull convert here. That's kind of convenient. And it cleans them up. Finally, he stopped deciding to summon a billion times. Hey, one more. We reached max PvP for the week. Well, that was only one battle. Wow, that was a long battle. Let's hope they're not as annoying as that one. I'm not sure if the team is bad or if it's just a weird circumstance. He did get a lot of resummon, though. I did not seem pretty confident in speed, though. It's definitely towards the slower side. The Jar of Eyes nerf is kind of unfortunate. I'm not sure why they nerfed Jar of Eyes. They didn't really even need a nerf. Back when it was nerfed. Okay, if I convert here, we're only getting one singular value. However, there's no way to take green otherwise. And I can't take brown there because it'll end up taking the red, which I don't want. He has purple to red convert, so if I end up converting away all the purple, he can't possibly get alignment as well. Which is probably the main reason for casting that more so than anything. Somehow with all these greens here, I still cannot cascade this properly. Which is kind of insane. There's so many potential ways that we could, yet we can't. If we had a peasant, we could. That overpowered peasant troop that there is. Let's see. Do we have a convert on green to purple? No, we do not. Though I should probably save it as a backup option. However, I don't want to because we have a pretty good cast here. Because now, I think we gamble Lord of Slaughter and then win. Assuming it does not miss. This is assuming we do not instantly kill ourselves here. Okay, we're fine. We won. Gotta be slightly careful with that. Because you never know. Can backfire, but it can also just auto-win you very quick. That's not enough to get him to full mana. That is, though. We're going to risk it again. It's been going pretty well. Now we just need to do it one more time. I do have alignment, so that should just be match. And then we just overkill him with this. Gosh, the Lord of Slaughter is good. I don't use him too often, but he is still very relevant as an S tier, as I mentioned in the last tier list. That he still very much is. I don't feel like I use him that much these days. I really should, though. He's really good. He's one of the more fun skull spammers to use, too. Because you don't need alignment to cast him. Like, you normally want to have some amount, just to make sure it doesn't, like, completely flop. But it's not required. Also, I just realized, does he have the exact inverse convert as me? I have convert purple to green. He has convert green to purple. Oh, that's funny. Does he get value here? Because whatever value he would get, I would get. We literally have the exact same convert, but inverse. He has green to purple. I have purple to green. I don't say anything worthwhile. I actually want him to cast. We get really good value if he casts. Unfortunately, it'd be for purple, and I don't need purple as much compared to green. But for that much value, I might as well just let him do his thing. If I take another purple, we do get a cast. I'd rather take blue here, though. We do have a skull option, however, we are also entangled, which makes it a lot less tempting. I do have double cleanse metals. It has not triggered. There it goes. That was either a natural cleanse or Orpheus. I think that was just a natural cleanse. So even though I have the capability of casting this, I don't think we do. Ideally, we want to do this onto purple. Unfortunately, we do not silence anything, though we do a lot of damage. The other alternative is do it onto green because how much damage should we pressure? Which actually seems more tempting because we actually get an extra turn there as well. I almost didn't see. So let's grab that. Take the green, yellow over. We're not frozen on anything. I think we go for Lord of Slaughter after we finish clearing out the board. And hope this does not miss. Good. Do we have a follow-up on this? I wish we did. I could take a skull. I really wish you had full mana right now. That Death Mark could kill you. Ideally, we would want to hit purple here. I cannot convert anything useful. Jar of Ice hits like 2 things. So I think we just do this for purple for the value. Oh, we actually get extra turn from it too. Nice. Lord of Slaughter. Do we risk it? Really not worth it. Green to purple also doesn't do too much right now. I feel like everything we have does not do that much. I really would just want a Lord of Slaughter and hope it doesn't miss. The problem is the chance of it missing is way too high to bother risking right now. Okay, I think we kill him off a yellow. We actually double kill off of it. I don't need the mana, but we get double kill. And now we just have to worry about him summoning a billion times, which you know he's going to. But if we hit him hard enough with Lord of Slaughter right now, he can't possibly summon anything. So I'm just going to go for it, hope it doesn't miss, and then we won. Unfortunately, that was not enough to kill, and we did not get extra turn. Could have gone a bit better. Okay, that only does 1 explode right now. I think we do another Lord of Slaughter and just hope we win off it. Unfortunately, he just got a double summon off of that, so we have a billion meat shields to have to go through first. Got 1 meat shield down. First Lot's about to die any moment now. I can hit him directly off of purple. He also has dropped his immunity. Though I can also hit brown, which actually probably makes more sense because we auto extra turn off of that. Unfortunately, we somehow still do not have convert. I think I just take a Doomskull poke on him at this point. Because every alternative doesn't do that much. Oh no! He's currently taking damage off a bleed, which is actually helping him right now, which is kind of funny. Because he keeps getting giant spider summons from it. Oh no. We might actually want to go for our targeted true damage. Because realistically, that's the only way we're really going to chip him down all the way. Otherwise, he's just going to keep summoning spiders, which is extremely problematic. What's your convert again? It's brown to green. The only problem with that is I need browns to stay on the board, not to be removed from the board, which is exactly what that would do if we take it. If we absolutely need to, we might, because that should actually kill off a boost ratio. Actually, it would. Wait, do you have spell reduction? You do not have spell reduction set. He has the XP set instead. Someone forgot to change their perks. Though in all fairness, I normally forget as well. Though most of my heroes are kind of already set to be good for Guild Wars. So we just target purple and then win, right? Yeah, purple or brown. I guess we'll do brown, actually. Yeah, we'll do purple. In case we can get a Lord of Slaughter in there. Have a nice impactful hit for the end. There we go. You better not miss. There we go. Yeah, Jar of Eyes isn't that bad. It's a lot less useful after the nerf, though. But still pretty usable. Though I feel like this team is being carried more so by Lord of Slaughter, though Jar of Eyes is keeping us from dying, if nothing else. Which is a nice benefit. Also, hello, Supernova! Welcome, welcome. Also, hello, Imperial. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, so far this team's going okay, until we immediately lose to double convert. Oh, that is infinite mana. Did we already win? That was a quick win. It's turn 1. If this doesn't miss, we already won. Oh, he did not miss. Though he still has his double convert, though. That is slightly problematic. Green to blue. Yellow to blue. Unless this cascade's weird, that doesn't actually immediately hit us. Okay, that was really lucky. I don't have enough to kill him here, though. Even if I take the max... Oh, wait. Is that exact kill? Because if we take two Doom Skulls, that's... Oh, no, that's not enough. Never mind. Oh, no, yes, it is. Because we're going to hit 3 Doom Skulls, plus the extra poke. Oh, he had convert off the sky, though. That's bad. He has a Zugoff now. Oh, no. I don't have alignment. We have to do Jar of Eyes and just hope we land extra turn. Come on, Jar of Eyes. Prove you're useful. Yeah, you did it. Good job, Jar of Eyes. Alright, we won. Though I need this to not miss. This is more so Lord of Slaughter. Jar of Eyes did its role. I actually want to do this because it gives us a better chance to land alignment off the skulls. I'm basically just clearing the board to try to get more browns on the board and to get everything else closer together. And now we convert into the win. Alright, one's dead. Do we just do it again? I guess we do it for fun. The safer bet would be to silence him. But the funner thing is to cast this. Unfortunately, it missed. No! Oh, let's see. That's unfortunate. I think I kill him off a... Oh, no, I can't kill him off a blue. Can I take any color he uses and then cascade it into a skull? I don't think I can this turn. Like, I can take blue, but that doesn't hit him. It's basically the equivalent of just taking a skull to begin with. So I might as well just take the skull. Oh, no! He actually got a kill. I shouldn't have cast the other thing. Should play it safer. That's fine. And then we overkill him with that. We still finished with a full team, at least, if nothing else. That was the funner way to win, though we get less points for doing so. Anyways, one more battle. So far, so good. We're up against Tome. I think we're already up against the same team earlier. Just mostly have to worry about the double convert. But yeah, Umanif's one of those Zugoff alternatives. Last time we made a tier list, I did put it in S. I do feel like I put it way too high, though. I feel like it's more like a B or C. Especially now that we have even more Zugoff alternatives these days. Compared to when that video was done. Oh, I actually have alignment. I'm not frozen on green either. Even though we are frozen on the other color. I think we just do mountain and hope we do not lose. We lost. Oh no. Mistakes have been made. Alright, we are currently both frozen and entangled. That is a very bad circumstance. I want to take blue-green, but it'll be dead before it can do anything relevant. However, I still kind of want to go for it. That might seem like a bad idea because our hero is about to get obliterated, but it gives us a Lord or Slaughter chance. As long as he doesn't win right now. Okay, so, new plan. We're dead. Why did this team kill us so hard this time? I guess because we have the cleanse set and it just wasn't able to get the cleanse in time. Also, what did he get stun off of? Does Blue Book have stun? Because you don't have stun. Wait, does Blue Book have stun? I don't think it does. What is the stun from? Oh, duh. I forgot. Elementals is broken beyond belief. Whoops, I forgot. Alright, we're dead. Just accept the death then. I forgot. There's no balance. Whoops. I was gonna say, where did he get literally every status effect from the game? It's like, oh yeah, Elementalist. Has literally no balance on it. Well, we still got 8,000. That was a pretty good score for loss. Or one loss, I mean. I'll take it. A little unfortunate. We had to cleanse medals, it just wasn't enough. Though the cleanse medals do stop working when you are afflicted with stun. But I'm still happy with it. It got a good run. Just had to kind of died at the end. Anyways, let's go run through everything else then. So let's go clear through dailies, kind of get all that done, and then we'll go do... oh, there's nothing good here. Well, I guess we'll grab it all still. There's a handful of glory, I guess. A little bit of food. We'll clear through these, and then we'll go, oh, I was going to say hand out a code. I can't. I just checked with Kafka, or not with her, but, you know, I messaged her earlier. And I checked Discord earlier, right before the stream. And we still haven't gotten more codes, so unfortunately, no more codes for a little while. Until she gets back to us. Not sure where she is these days. But we officially used our last code last night. But we'll go clear through dailies, and then we'll mess with, not Ward Event. We'll probably do Ward Event tomorrow, actually. We'll focus on doing the faction as soon as we clear out the basic dailies. Though I will go check a little bit later to stream to see if she sent us more codes. Though I don't think she has gotten around to it. I poked her 3 times. Once like 2 weeks ago, once the other week, and then again on Super Bowl Sunday. And there's no way she was watching it. Highly doubt she would have been. When's the next Mythic tier list video? Probably soon. There's a lot of videos I've been meaning to cover. And that is definitely on that list. The other one is we never actually did a hero class tier list. It's been something I've been meaning to do but never got around to. I was kind of waiting until we had all the hero classes, and then we did, and I just never got around to it at the time. Because it seemed like they were going to do a balance, and then they never did the balance. But I was kind of waiting for that balance to happen. Speaking of which, Elementalist probably needs a nerf. It is easily one of the best hero classes in the entire game. It has Barrier on Brown, every useful status effect pretty much simultaneously when it takes an extra turn. The only thing it doesn't have is half mana start. If it had that, it had literally everything. And it can have it, it just needs to use Mirage Queen on the team. It doesn't need it to function though. It's just nice to have half mana start normally. Yeah, Elementalist is kind of broken. It is the final hero class to be added to the game, as far as most recent. So it kind of makes sense. Or actually, doesn't it? Actually, shouldn't it be the other way around? Shouldn't that be a reason why it shouldn't be broken beyond belief? You're using it for every single attack and defend team. There's still quite a few that are good. There are instances where Frost Mage is still useful compared to it. Thief hero class still has infinite summons while still having occasional instant kill. There's still some alternatives that are not horrible. Monk hero class is also used sometimes with the books, depending on what you're trying to do with your team. The spell reduction hero classes can also be good. Like having Orb Weaver with spell reduction and stealthy, while having infinite resummons as well. Basically as an alternative thief class. That works really good if you're doing it with a Weaver. So there's definitely a lot of instances where you can do it without the Elementalists. There's like at least like 4 or 5 alternatives for Guild Wars. Though Elementals is still really high up there, that is for sure. Anyways, let's go do the faction event. Because I believe that's the only other thing we have to do other than World event, but we'll do that on tomorrow. Do all of our battles for that. Guild might almost be done by then as well. Maybe not literally done, but a lot more progress, that's for sure. Isabel's still going really solid on the leaderboard. 2 people still haven't done their battles, though not too big a deal. Actually, where does that score even put it? Oh, let's see. It's probably like top 50. Oh no, that's not even top 100. I'm actually surprised. That's like barely not top 100. I'm really surprised that doesn't make it. Oh, so it's off by like a few points. Though it might be because of how it's scored more so. It's definitely one of those weeks that isn't a ultra straightforward scoring system, which those are always annoying. Anyways, let's go do the faction. So All Seeing Eye is a weird faction. Also, if you don't normally buy the tier 1, you should, because it's literally required. This place has 1 less room than every other faction. It just simply has 1 less. It's the first faction that was ever added to the game. Oh, I don't have a team, do I? Well, I do. I mentioned it on Monday. Going to be running Rowan. You can run Tesla. You can run Rowan. A few other things. You can run Truffles. Really just depends what you want to roll. But for the early battles like we're going to be doing here, I'm just going to run a standard Rowan build here. Same one we mentioned on the Monday video if you want to copy paste it. I'll say hello, Jason. Welcome, welcome. And if anyone has any other questions or anything you want me to go over to let me know. Or anything Guild War related. I should probably ask about the Guild War related thing at the beginning of the stream. Or like after we do Guild Wars. Because I do notice when we do Guild War streams, a lot of people will just watch for the Guild Wars, which makes sense. Because Guild Wars is honestly probably one of the more exciting things to watch within the game. Compared to just, you know, grinding down events and stuff like that. Because that's the most amount of variation. Especially when you get like a super intense battle. We didn't get one today. It was still pretty fun. I really like the whole Lord of Slaughter Skull spam teams. It's a really fun mechanic to use. He's definitely a really strong mythic. I'd still probably place him in top 10. Probably the lower part of top 10, but I would say he's within the top 10 best mythics in the entire game right now. Lord of Slaughter. He's really good at slaughtering stuff, as the name implies. And he does so in a really fun way. The best part about him is he doesn't require alignment like some other options out there. Like, you generally do want some amount of alignment, but it's not required to cast him because he gets the extra 6 spawned 100% of the time. What is the point of the zoom in ability on the map? Zoom out, which doesn't exist, would have been useful. Well, you can kind of zoom out, but you can't zoom out beyond, you know, a certain point. But I'm not sure. I use it sometimes for videos, so it makes the little icon look bigger. Like if we're going over a faction or something. I'm not quite sure what the actual point of the zoom in is, though. Compared to just having a static locked camera. Because it doesn't really do much, obviously. I guess maybe for people that can't read the smaller text. Or maybe if you're on mobile and it's harder to click specifically. Because trying to click on a kingdom when you're in this large of a view can be hard. Actually, that might be the main reason why they don't let you zoom out more. Because it might be hard to click the icons. Like even here on a really small phone screen. Like if I wanted to click on specifically Carecroft or Nexus, there's an easy chance I could misclick it. But if I zoom in like this, it'd be a lot harder for me to misclick a Carecroft compared to Nexus. Obviously on PC, you'll like never misclick that. But I guess it's more so for phone. Since obviously it is on mobile as well. So I guess that's like the main reason it's like that. And for maybe people who can't read the smaller text. That is pretty large text. Though if I take my glasses off, I actually can't read any of that. Though in all fairness, even if I zoom in, I still can't read it. Like, if I read this, I cannot see that that is Broken Spire. Like, let me find one that I might not know what the kingdom name is. Though I'm pretty sure that's Suncrest. But I can't actually read that as Suncrest. Like, I cannot read that that is Darkstone. I cannot read that that is Bright Forest. The problem is I know what they all are. Actually, I might not know the faction ones. Let me see. See if I can read them this way. With super big text. I'm trying to find one that I might not know the name to. This one I don't know the name to. Is it called Fire Rift? I can kind of see it. This one is Tinkertown. Okay, I can somewhat see it with the super large text, but if I bring it back, like, I cannot see that that is Tinkertown. Like, I can't even try to guess that it is Tinkertown. But how bad my vision is like that. Anyways, where were we? Let's go do... oh, I don't have my metal set correctly. At least not for what we're doing right now. Pure armor. Alright, let's go run through the faction. Yeah, my vision is really bad. I think it's the conclusion on what we just went over. But yeah, I guess that's the main point of why they have the zoom in, zoom out. It's mostly a mobile feature, I would assume. Because on PC, it's not really that useful. But I could see it somewhat being useful on mobile. Also, I just read what the boost ratio was. Gosh, Rowan hits for like a truck. That was a 382 extra damage from her armor boost ratio. Seeing that as the actual number there just makes it seem so high. Like, we already know it's hitting that hard. But just clicking that and seeing that number of 282. That's just such a big number for it to be doing as extra damage. Rowan actually used to be a 1-to-1 ratio back in the day. About 4 to 5 years ago, it has been raised to a 2 times, which we know and love today. And ever since, she has been meta for, like, not literally everything, but just in pretty much every circumstance to some capacity. And if I'm not mistaken, that was even before Urskia's shield came around. And obviously, she got even better after that. I feel like initially, a lot of people didn't use Urskia's shield with her, though. But that was also before we had medals, because medals is somewhat newer. That came in, that's like the main thing that pushed Rowan over the top. When you could hit for like 48 additional damage by hitting 24, setting 24 armor like we just did off of medals. Like that really improved her a lot. Because that's a somewhat newer feature. That's only exists for what, 2 years now? No, 3 years. Well, it came in 2019 in October. So that means it would have been, yeah, like 2 years, 2.5 years or so. Whereas the buff to her was like 5 years ago or so. It's only half that time she's had armor. Or, you know, the really ridiculously high amount of armor. Plus, of course, as time goes on, stats keep getting higher. And things that have boost ratio based on stats improve more as that happens. With Rowan being one of them. Because every extra armor that comes into the game is 2 additional damage for her. Which might not seem like much in isolation. But as we keep getting more and more, that adds up to quite a bit of extra damage. What do we need here? I keep trying to look for extra turns off the starting board, and we keep not getting them. Which is kind of unfortunate. Because we're set up right now where, pretty much like every Rowan team does. Where if you get a 5 times green or blue, it gives you full mana. As well as a 4 times green or blue. The problem is, this square in the middle is getting in the way of every starting board. Which is a mechanic that's in factions, those little blocks that can appear. Also, I was wondering, like, how did that not kill? It's because he got to summon. That confused me for a moment there. Actually, I should just go Black Manacle. We're not even going to really need our Skio Shield for the area that we're in. I can't change it right now, though. I mostly showed it with our Skio Shield normally when I do it for the video, because it allows you to scale all the way to 500 if you want to use it that way. Well, a lot of times I actually use Rowan teams with Black Manacles. Mostly as a cleanup option between the Devourer and just some nice standard AoE damage. There's also some instances where you'd cast it first, like in higher level factions, or, you know, not super high level, but like the higher range of what we're going to be doing right now, which is actually why I want to switch to it. Because whenever I use Urskia's Shield, I always forget to cast it before Rowan. Whereas if you have Black Manacles, it doesn't matter as much what order you do. So what's the Pure Faction team for this one? You literally just copy what the final battle is. It is actually one of the only factions, if not the only faction, where pretty much the most optimal team to run is the exact same team as your enemy. Which just kind of goes to show how decent this faction actually was. But literally the final battle. The team that's set up there is what you run. Oh wait, did they post the 1.0 patch for... wait, when did that happen? I checked it a few days ago and didn't see it. I haven't played the game for a couple weeks now. Wait. They did a 1.0 patch? When did that go up? Today's update patch notes. When is today? Oh, yesterday they did a patch. Oh, I almost want to go over that right now. It has 0. Oh gosh, it has 0 upvotes. You're not kidding if it caused drama. How does it have 0 upvotes? That's scary. How does a 1.0 patch have 0 upvotes? Wait, it doesn't say 1.0 patch though. Are you sure it's 1.0? Does it say 1.0 in game? Because the update, the notes themselves does not say 1.0. It just says today's update patch notes. It's super awful, don't update. Well, I haven't even been playing, so. I will, by default, not be updating until Steam version comes out at this point. Because I'm basically just waiting for the Steam version before I play again. For the most part. Though I will be returning to Puzzle Quest 3. I'm pretty much just waiting for Steam release at this point. I might try it a little bit before then, just to be kind of prepped for when it does come out. But I'm basically just waiting for the Steam release. I'll catch you later, Rogue. Hope you have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, let me change to Black Manacles. Because I mostly had this weapon here to show it for the video. It's not a bad weapon to have, I just hate using it because I forget to cast it. Whereas with Black Manacles, it doesn't matter if I forget. Because order doesn't matter when you use Black Manacle. Whereas Urskia's Shield has to be casted before Rowan once you reach a certain point. Otherwise, you might as well just not even have Urskia's Shield in your team to begin with if you forget to do the correct order. Oh, so hello, Beer. Check out your upgradable weapons. You should have Gob's Mother Wand. Wait. Does it only appear in upgradable? That's weird. Wait, are you telling me it only appears if I search on upgradable? Let me see. I'm going to go to weapons. I'm going to type in Gob Mother. Oh, wait. It's just there now. Wait, they fixed it? Oh, nice. They fixed it. This wasn't the case last night. Hey, we got a new weapon. So this thing explodes 3 gems and then creates a wish gem. I assume the wish gem is created after the explosions, otherwise this would be broken beyond belief. Based on its wording, that does seem to be the case. Cause a random positive effect on myself. Some scatter damage, some fairy fire, some life gain. Yeah, I'll max it. Oh, we might need to go mess with that weapon. Let me go do it right now. Okay. I'm going to see what it does first. I want a Thrall. I want a Leprechaun 2 times over. That's a nice diverse team. Let's see. Let's just do Archmage. Oh, it already is Archmages. And I want to set Banner to like purple-green. Ideally double purple on the green. Yeah, something like that. Oh yeah, I mostly just want to test this real quick. Let's just go to like Cinema Mirage or something. So the question is, does the wish gem get created after or before the explosion? I assume it is after, because if it is before, it is very strong. Yeah, it is after. Yeah, that makes sense. That's still pretty good. I don't feel like it's gonna get used that much though. But yeah, it is definitely after. You cannot end up exploding it off the thing. Though you can just use the destroy option after the fact and kind of be good to go. So something like Throw or something similar is going to be pretty good with it. Even this Leprechaun's kind of sitting there. Because you have full mana block, so you could also put it the other way around so it doesn't block in that way. And kind of have it that way. But yeah, it's an okay weapon. I might need to mess around with it a little bit more. But first, I do want to finish out Faction. I'm not sure if we're going to mess with it too much tonight, though. I don't feel like it's going to be that meta. Like, it's not horrible. But the problem is you're generally going to be giving the enemy one turn to use the Wish Gem. Because unless you get lucky and extra turn off of 3 explosions, you're not going to be on your turn. There's going to be one turn where the enemy has the capability of using that Wish Gem. But if you can set up into it, it's kind of okay. It's just a lot of setup just to try to get full mana off of it, though. But I can see it being a mana accumulating weapon that comes into play when you can't use Leprechaun or something, but can still use a good mana accumulator in some other way. I just kind of have that to close the gap in your mana accumulation. So running like a good destroy mana accumulator into 2 damage sources, running with that weapon. It also allows you to set a really tanky hero class and have mana accumulation that way. So you basically make your team like a hero double damage source into like a really good destroyer, or you know, gem destroyer for mana accumulation, and kind of structure your team that way. Or go hero damage, a good destroyer mana accumulator in 3rd, and then another damage in 4th, or something layout like that. I can see it being okay. Compared to Flask, I don't feel like I'll be using it much, if at all. Even Flask, I don't feel like I use that much, even though it's really good. So far, out of any campaign weapon we ever got so far, Flask is definitely the best. Like, it's not even close. Like, comparing every single mainline one that we've gotten compared to Flask, they just are useless in comparison. Though I do have to say, that might be like the 2nd best or 3rd best one we've gotten. It might even be 2nd best. The wild card one just seemed too inconsistent. This one somewhat is. But if you have a follow-up immediately after against the AI, you're probably going to be fine. Like, if you know the enemy's not going to do a big destroy, they're probably not going to be able to utilize the Wish Gem anyways. So missing the extra turn might not matter as much. Watch someone make a Wish Dugov team. I wouldn't be surprised. There's already other ways to create Wish Gems, though. It's not like it's the only way to do so. It is just a option to do so. The main gimmick of it, though, is it's a guaranteed way to make a Wish Gem off of Hero, which is the most powerful thing about it. Because it allows you to use the benefits of Hero while having a mana accumulation cast that also gives you a Wish Gem on your following turn. And the main benefit to it isn't necessarily what it does, but the fact that it creates a Wish Gem while being a hero. Because it being a hero is the strongest aspect of it. By far. Because heroes basically have 10 traits, essentially. Because they have 3 plus the 7 extra perks once you have it to 100. So even if the cast isn't as good, you have so much other benefit going towards it. So as long as it's at least like average compared to other options, it could still be usable. What's scary is when it's actually good. Like the fact that Flask is basically the best way to place potions, while also being on all the benefits that hero normally has. The main thing holding back the weapon, though, the Godmother's Wand thing, no automatic extra turn, which is kind of weird because it's even a goblin weapon. I'd rather it be like 18 mana costs, but have extra turn on it rather than it be the current 12 that it is with no extra turn. Because it would have been so much more viable with extra turn, even if it substantially increased the mana cost for it. Which would have made a lot of sense because it's a Zhe weapon. Zhe is known for extra turn spam like crazy because all the goblins that all have extra turn. So it's a little bit weird that even Godmother itself has extra turn, but the weapon doesn't. I wish they would have done that instead. Like, it's still usable where it's at, but it would have been a lot more fun if it was like an 18 to 20 mana cost, but had extra turn automatically on it. Oh, so hello, Mr. Extreme. Welcome, welcome. You need Thrall or Harpy Mage with it to utilize the Wish Gems right away. Yeah, you can run it with Leprechaun, you can run it with Harpy Mage, you can run it with Thrall. You need some kind of good destroyer. That's what I was referring to earlier with the Destroy Mana Accumulator. Anything that can mash Mana Accumulate off of Destroy or Explode. You have to have at least one option for it that isn't your hero. Because you can't depend on the 3 Explosion off a hero to be enough. Even if you immediately got all the mana instantly back for it, it's just not enough Destroy to consistently get it down. Because if you're going to be creating a Wish Gem, you need to make sure the following turn you have a way to secure that Wish Gem. Because that's kind of the whole point of even running a Wish Gem to begin with, is to immediately take it for value. Oh, so we need to get a Valraven here. Where are all the Valravens? There should be one on this floor. Have I accidentally hit straight through on one of the rooms? I might have. Oh, there it is. Like I was going to say, we should be getting a Valraven literally any second now. And there it is. My Valraven senses were tingling. That was actually exceedingly convenient. Like the second I was thinking, hey, we should be getting a Valraven any second now. And it's like, oh, there it is. But yeah, I think tomorrow night we'll mess with the Godmother weapon a little bit more. See if we can kind of build out of it after Guild Wars. Actually, what color is it? We might even use it in green or purple Guild War this week. What's tomorrow's color? I already forget. Because if it's green or purple, we might try. I'd rather do it on... Actually, what day would I rather do it on? I guess purple. Well, then again, you'd have to use Thrall first slot if you're going to do purple. Though you could also do Leprechaun last slot. But then again, the problem with Leprechaun last slot is you only get one cast. And you're probably using as your starting cast. So Leprechaun probably wouldn't work, actually, for Guild War. Though, I guess a Thrall. Oh, it's brown tomorrow? Never mind, we can't do it tomorrow. We're definitely going to do it this week. I think we do it on purple Guild War day, I think. Because I'm concerned what would happen if we tried doing it on green. Though it would work. It could work. Oh, it's yellow tomorrow? Okay. Well, both colors are not the color we need. So both the two colors you said are both not the one that would allow us to use it. So that's fine. I'm still half asleep, all good. I might switch to a Gorgotha team tomorrow. I haven't used run Gorgotha on Yellow Day for a while. I almost want to run like Gorgotha, Divinish Ball, Aquila, and something else. I'm not sure what team I currently have set, but I kind of want to run back that. The biggest issue with that is it's really bad against Book. And so many people run Book these days. Because Gorgotha is really slow against Book. It's one of the reasons I generally don't run Gorgotha in any Guild War day anymore. Because there's just so many Books used these days. The Book does have to be maxed to be a threat in that situation, though. But as time goes on, more people have max Book. Especially now that they have a way to mass craft them. While it's not a really efficient way to mass craft them, it is still a way to do so. Regardless of how efficient it is. Yeah, there we go. Final set. And then we'll get the last bit. Oh gosh, we're still a while ways actually. We're gonna need to dip into 90 there. And the reason we have to go so deep is All-Seeing Eye has one hole less room. Because I'm looking at our score, it's like, wait, that's way lower than normal, but I forgot there's one hole less room per set. All-Seeing Eye has one less room than every other faction. So even though we're at the part where we're normally be almost done with the faction, we actually have to go almost to like the entirety of 90 just to get it in, because we're basically doing one hole less room every single set. It's as if we're like skipping a room every time, even though we're not actually skipping any rooms. But compared to a normal faction, it's the equivalence of doing so. If nothing else, if you were to do a leaderboard for for All-Seeing Eye. It is theoretically the best one to do it for, in the sense that you actually have to do one less room per set compared to a normal faction. So you can actually cycle through your sigils and everything a bit quicker. Actually, Isabel, you said you were doing it earlier. Did you actually go for leaderboard? For this leaderboard? Because I'm pretty sure you made really high. I'm not sure if you actually made leaderboard or not, though. I don't see you from a quick search. But this actually is one of the better ones to go for leaderboard on. It is pretty contested if you're going all the way for the top. Though I'm pretty sure most people aren't. Actually, it's like a 1 point. Gosh, there's always like such a large gap between like first and second, third, fourth. It's a 1.3 million. Oh, you rushed it down? Okay, that makes sense. Oh yeah, you were just doing it for pure faction. That makes sense. Yeah, I always do rush down method these days. Not like the entire time, but for a good number of it. Especially when it's a Tuesday event. I know the few times I have done a Tuesday 500 pure faction, there was not a single time I did not want to start skipping like as immediately as possible. Because you have a less time because it's only one day. And normally when I would start it, it'd be later in the day as well. So we'd already be restricted to like a 6-hour timer. So we kind of had to do some amount of rush method. I'm so glad I don't have to do that anymore. It's really stressful doing a Tuesday 500 faction. I really wish they would add some kind of alternative way to do it. Because I know I hated doing it the several times we had. Like, I didn't hate it. Like, it's still fun. But it just feels like you're rushed compared to the 3-day weekend. Even though we normally finish it within a day or two. The fact that you have to do it within one single day just makes it feel way too rushed. When you're going for 500 pure faction on a Tuesday. Even though there's plenty of time to do it. It's just the fact that it's restricted to only one day. Makes it not ideal. Especially if people are busy on a Tuesday. Because then you can basically never run it if you're always busy every Tuesday. It should last all week. I'm not sure about all week. But it should last for like 2 or 3 days. Like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday or something. That way it doesn't really interfere with that many other events. Because no one's going to care if it runs through pet. And for the most part, no one's really going to care if it runs through class event. Some people might care slightly, but no one's going to care if it runs through pet event. And that would also end it before the weekend comes for whatever the weekend event is. So here's where a normal delve would have almost all their points. However, this one is not even halfway done through stage 8, which is kind of sad. Normally it would be like 3,000 away at most. Or somewhere around there. But because All-Seeing Eye has one whole less battle, we have to do almost the entirety of this floor just to have all the points in. That's funny. Was I distracting you earlier from doing the delve? Yeah, that new Pokemon game's been fun. A bit too addicting, though. They might have made too good of a game. No, it still needs a lot of work, though. I'm just curious what on earth they would do if they did a sequel to that game. I think the worst thing about that game is I'm not sure how I will ever play a normal Pokemon game again. Like, if Gen 9 Pokemon isn't, like, Pokemon Legends Arceus, but better, it's just an inferior game. Like, they set the bar, even though that's, like, far from a perfect game, they set the bar so high relative to what a normal Pokemon game is that, like, almost every other Pokemon game will not live up to it unless they outpass the most recent one they did. Because I can never see myself going back to a normal Pokemon game after that one. The structure is just so much better. I wish what they would do is, since they're not adding any new factions anytime soon, they should make... Yeah, a weekend factions for ones we've already had would be pretty nice. I think they might be doing that eventually. Because if they're going to be adding more troops to every single faction, the way that would make the most amount of sense would be if they did a faction event for every single new faction, bring in more troops when they do. Which I assume is what they're going to do. However, I don't think we have confirmation that that is what they're going to do. But I would like to think that that is what they're going to do. Did you get a double mythic shiny Charizard yet? No. Charizard's not even in that game. Though black Charizard actually does look pretty cool. I've never had it in any game. My cousin used to have it. He was going to give it to me once, but I didn't have my game with me at the time. He was going to give it to my Diamond and Pearl copy. Or I should say my Pearl copy for Generation 4. But I didn't have it with me at the time. I actually never got a single shiny until the most recent Pokemon game. The rate in like every other game was so abysmal. Whereas in the most recent game, it's actually bearable. Because you can have fun while trying to shiny hunt instead of before where you're like spamming like crazy and it was just such a bad system. Let's see. What if they create so many troops that they have to add a 5th troop slot? That would actually be kind of funny. I don't think they ever would though. I don't believe they would ever have a 4 troop team. Even if they added another game mode, I still don't feel like they would do a 4 troop team. Because all the assets are kind of set up for 4. Especially on a mobile screen. I'm not sure how they would fit that many on screen. Especially if it was like a 5 versus 5 kind of thing. Oh, we barely even got all the points in there. Gosh. Well, seeing I has such a bad scoring system. But it's because it has 1 hole less room. Which is kind of why. How have our views been for Pokemon? Pretty average. I feel like I need to cover some guides, and that would get a lot more attention to the streams. Like, they're really hit or miss. But if we cover a few guides that kind of pop off, we'll probably get more in the stream. So I should just cover some guides on it, and we'll probably be fine. Because there are several guides that I know that I can do that no one has covered yet. And I've seen quite a few videos and kind of seen what like is being posted. And I haven't seen anyone cover these few topics yet. So I should probably go cover them soon. Before they do get covered. But anyways, guys. Before I do head off, I do want to check something real quick. I'm not sure if it would actually show up on the forum. Because I know the Gems of War forum doesn't work. And I believe it uses the same system. But I actually want to check the puzzle quests. What's the website for Puzzle Quest 3 again? I actually completely forget. I kind of want to look at the patch notes. Because I'm going to be looking at it anyway. So I might as well go over it on stream. This is the other game that they are currently working on, which is somewhat Gems of War related, I guess. Obviously, it's not necessarily directly Gems of War. However, it is the other game that they are currently working on. How do you get to the forum from here? Also, will the forum even work? Community, I think it's under. Also, why is it opening in a new tab? Let's see. Is the page broken? Why is the page broken? No. Well, I should probably find it by, if I just search by relevancy. Let's see. If I search by... Wait, can you not search by relevancy here? All categories. What if I just click search on it? Alright, let me go for, update patch notes. Let's see. There it is. Aha. Also, why is this still on this little tab thing? I think you guys can still see this, though. But yeah, let's see what on earth this is. Let's see. We are introducing many changes in the preparation of the worldwide launch in March, because Puzzle Quest 3 is launching next month. I'm not sure the exact date. I believe it's going to be March 1st, though I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, please wait until the update option is available to you. Updates do not roll out to all regions simultaneously, but one at a time. I'm not going to be updating anytime soon. Anyway, story. 3D Conversations, one of the biggest visual updates for Puzzle Quest 3 was it brings out the rich story content aligned with our battles and creatures. Oh, so they basically made 3D models for it? Is that what I'm understanding? Interesting. Map progress. It was important to use the gosh, I cannot read. It was important to us to create more of a sense of place for players within the realm of Etheria, which is of course what the place is called. Of course, Gems of War is called Crystara. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh wait, how is that not? Oh, because gosh, that's so weird. Anyways, where were we? So that's that place. Anyways, the post-battle sequence in the story mode has now been updated, blah, blah, blah. Just a bunch of visual stuff and just story sequences, bunch of other stuff. So what's the bad thing about this update? Goal system rework. I assume this is one of them. The original goal system was designed a long way back in the pre-production. Blah, blah, blah. Summary of the changes. Goals remain in the tavern as they are account-wide. We're switching to 4 simple categories. Progress, battle. Oh, wait. Are they wiping all the past goals? Oh, no. Wait. I think I might see where the controversial thing is here. You know how long it is to grind some of those? UI altered for the clarity around when a reward has been unlocked. Tutorial reworked. In addition, blah, blah, blah. There's a bunch of stats, count, migration, goal system. Oh, wait. How does this work? Current goal progress will be... Oh! Oh? 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 That's not good. That's extremely problematic. Let's see. Let's see. 30 gems per previous goal. That is so little resources relative to the grinds. That's not good. Let me guess the very first post. I already know what the exact first post is. Oh, no, that's actually not the first post. Apparently something else even more controversial. Interesting. I was definitely expecting him to post on that. Anyways, what's the next one? Platform achievements. They're adding achievements to the game. We'll probably be grinding those and making a guide on them, if anything else. Reward sequence changes. Quest rewards. This has been integrated into the post-battle sequence, along with map progress. What's it launching on? It's going to be launching on Steam. It's already on Android. So it's going to be on Android, iOS, and Steam when it comes out. Is this Puzzle Quest 3? Oh, yeah, this is Puzzle Quest 3. I'm just reading over the patch notes. This isn't Gems of War related. But this is for the new game that they're launching in March. But yeah, it should be launching on Steam, iOS, and Android. You can currently play the beta right now on Android. And your account progress will carry over to the main version. Let's see. I'm not sure if it's on iOS yet, though. But it's coming on Steam for the main launch in sometime March. I believe very early March. I'm not sure exact date. But should be kind of soon, in like a few weeks. Anyways, Clay, select a hero. Anything else that's really relevant? Quality of life and miscellaneous kingdoms. Kingdom leaders can now transfer leadership to another member. Hello, Isabel. No, just kidding. You're kind of already kind of the leader in a sense. Kingdom leaders who are inactive for over 30 days. Oh, no. I've been inactive for almost 30 days. Maybe we should go log in. Will be demoted by the next highest ranked member of the kingdom. I should go log in. I think I haven't played for like 2 or 3 weeks. Well, we'll be playing it obviously again once it comes closer to launch. I was kind of waiting for the Steam version because I hate playing it on phone. Anyways, also because my phone is so horrible and it does not function that well. But I feel like that's the game's poor optimization as well. Anyways, a bunch of other stuff. An option has been added available in battle to increase the speed. Oh, that's huge. Animation speed. Ooh, that makes up slightly for everything that they might have done wrong. Animation speed is huge. Hopefully it goes really quick. I need 8 times speed. There have been at least 4 times speed. There has been effects added when casting an ultimate spell, new ultimate spell tutorial, blah, blah, blah. Designs and balance. Difficulty balancing level 20 to 50, 55 to 100. General hero balance. All 5 hero classes had reworks on their starting spells to improve low-level gameplay. Hero class rebalance, ultimate costs and effects, general class and spell effects. So what was the really bad thing about this patch? Because I haven't played it yet, and Isabel and a few others were kind of mentioning it. I saw one of the things isn't rolling over on progress. Some bug fixes, some known issues. 4 starting spells. Was this change? All 5 classes had reworks to their 4 starting spells. Well, technically there's 5, but I guess it's not counting ultimate. The 2 spells you start with, and then... Oh, he was talking about the starting spells. I see. So now it has 4 starting spells. Let's see. Hero balance, ultimate cost and effects, general class spell and effects. Just had someone asking for more detail, someone deleting a thing. Oh, did we get increased inventory? That's always nice. Because this game is severely lacking inventory. Let's see. Okay, anyways. I'll look into it more later. But anyways. I just kind of want to overview it real quick. But yeah, the game's launching in a few weeks. We'll be covering it quite a bit when it does. I haven't been playing it as of recently, but it's mostly because I've been waiting for the Steam release. It's just been really annoying to play it on my horrible phone because it's super laggy. Also, I would advise having a good phone to even try to play that game if you're going to play it on phone. The 3D models for it, if you have a really low quality phone, it is going to lag like crazy, which has been the main reason why I haven't been playing it. It's just way too laggy. I hope that by launch it'd be a little bit more optimized. But if you have a low quality phone, you definitely won't be able to play it as good compared to Gems of War. Like Gems of War, it doesn't even matter how bad of a phone you have, you'll probably be able to be perfectly fine to play it. Like I know my horrible phone plays it perfectly fine. But something like Puzzle Quest 3, it is not quite the case. Because it can't quite handle the graphics and everything. Not that the graphics are like super good for that game, but you know, it's running 3D models and everything. So it's a bit more intense than a bunch of 2D stuff. Anyways, guys, so yeah, that'll wrap it up for now. We will be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, an hour and a half prior to now tomorrow, as we do every single night. I'll mostly be doing Yellow Guild War Day, I believe it was. Yeah, Yellow Guild War Day. We'll be messing with Yellow Guild War Day. As far as what team I currently have set, as some people do like asking, it is this one right over here. I will probably be changing it. It's currently a Rope Dart Ubistet team. Oh, you know what? That was actually fun. Rope Dart Ubistet's kind of interesting. We're going to be running something else, though. I kind of want to run it to Gorgulfa. I think we're going to run like Gorgulfa, Divinish Ball, Aquila, and Rope Dart. I used to run that. Not in that order. It's actually Gorgulfa, Rope Dart, Divinish Ball, Aquila. I think I might run that again. I used to run it, but then Book kind of ran over it. Though I kind of want to go back to it just to kind of see how it does in the current state of the game. It's really bad against Book, though. Like, Double Empower Book just tears through it, which is the biggest concern with running it because that is so prevalent right now in Guild Wars. So I might have to figure out some kind of way to revamp it ever so slightly to make it not die instantly to those teams. But aside from that team, it functions pretty well against pretty much everything. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you later. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful night. And best of luck with everything. Stay safe out there. Goodbye, everyone. And thanks for watching as always. Greatly appreciated.